Baby, let me tell y'all, if this ain't the biggest scandal, ooh, let me tell you something. They done pulled out all the detectives on TikTok, honey. I mean, they done pulled them out, and I'm loving it. I'm laying here in this bed, honey. I'm scratching my feet together. I am loving this. Do you hear me? But this is not the video. Let's talk about them ballots. Let me tell y'all something about the rats I done found. Okay, so they're saying between 18 and 20 million people did not vote. Okay? But I disagree. Since this is an awkward election, just sit back and listen to me. Okay, so you have a lot of people absentee, okay? Absentee ballots, all right? Let's just say you do have a percentage of people who don't vote. Okay, we got that, okay? But then there's a percentage of people who doesn't live in the state that they're registered to vote in, okay? You got college students, you got flight attendants, you got people who's travel aboard, you got travel nurses, you got a lot of people who was not in place at the time of voting. Not saying that they didn't vote, but guess what? The majority of those people said that they were not registered to vote. A lot of those people said that their ballots was not mailed to them. And at the last minute, they were all told to, since it was too late to do anything about it, they had to travel to the state that they were registered to vote in, and they had to go to the polls to vote. Okay? That's where a lot of people didn't vote. Okay? Because just think about it. If you're a college student that was registered to vote in California, but you were in Boston and you were in college at Berkeley, okay? And you just didn't have the money to do it. Okay, true enough, you could be registered to vote, because I've heard a couple of people say that they had to go to they went to the state that they were in to vote, and they told them that they couldn't because their ID showed that they were registered to vote in California or wherever they were voted, and it was just too late. So those people was turned around. So there was a lot of faulty errors on a lot of people who did not vote because they were misplaced. And the ballots did not, why did those ballots was not forwarded to them? Okay, because I got a P.O. box where everything is forwarded to me on whenever I'm out of town or something like that, and my mailbox fill, and I can call them and I say, hey, you know what, you can forward my stuff over here to this address. But a lot of people ballots was not forwarded. They did not, they were, a lot of people do ballots by mail. They're not able to go to the polls. But guess what? A lot of those people did not get their ballots. So they were a part of the 18 and 20 million people who did not vote. Okay? There's a lot of actors who live in California, Atlanta, all over. They're not in place. They're just not in place. You know, they travel abroad and they didn't get their ballots. I just heard Young DC said that, he's a rapper. So my thing is, he didn't vote because he was not in place. And then a lot of these voters registration saying that they was not they was not registered to vote, and they thought they were registered to vote. When do voters registration cancels out? You know, that's not something that people just keep a track of. They just don't. And then here at the last minute, they oust themselves out because here it was saying that they were invalid. Their registration was invalid. Some freaky stuff. But check this out. Pennsylvania, There was people going door to door, and they were registering people to vote. They could vote on iPads. I didn't think that was legal. And nobody's talking about those people in Pennsylvania who was voting on an iPad. People was getting their information from Pennsylvania. I just think there's a lot of strange stuff. And then the ballots, the 2 million ballots that was caught on fire. So there's a lot of mix up in the ballots that people, it's just really fishy. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's just a whole bunch of stuff that's just going on right now. I mean, this is the best live television show that we're actually living. We are actually living this scandal, basically. We're living this. I don't care what nobody say. Something is up with them damn ballots. Too many people did not get their ballots, and at the last minute, they had to go to the state where they was registered to, which was an inconvenience to a lot of people. They didn't have the money. They couldn't get back there, and they had to vote at the polls. And that's what canceled them out. This is good. This is